Welcome to 48 hours in Prague. But before that, we actually arrived in Prague yesterday, where we left the airport and jumped in a Bolt to our hotel, and then we checked into the Marriott Courtyard City, which is where we're staying for 2 nights. It was a pretty average hotel, but a very good price.
Did you say that was a nice park?
It was also a little bit out of the city, but we could easily lime scooter or Bolt or even walk all the way into the main square fairly quickly, and the walk is really nice. We then walked around and explored Prague a little bit. And we ended up in this bar/restaurant which served all of the food on these little trains here. That was a really cool experience, very reasonably priced, and the local beer was amazing. Then after that, we went outside and got ourselves one of these traditional chimney cakes with ice cream and strawberries, which were again amazing. There are so many places you can get them, and they're all about the same price everywhere. And then the main reason we ended up in Prague was to see the 1975 in concert. It was a really cool little venue. It was like a local sports hall. The show was amazing. As you guys, if you follow me for a while, know it's one of my favorite bands. So it was great seeing them live again in a pretty small venue. It did not disappoint. But straight from the concert, we went to sleep in the hotel again, and the next morning we woke up and went to the Savoy Cafe for breakfast. We got all of this food here for about 150 dirham, and it all tastes amazing in this really nice aesthetic little cafe. But anyway, back to today. So we are spending the next 48 hours in Prague, where we're going to be checking out some of the tourist hotspots and some of the lesser known things that we've been researching and we can't see too much information on. So we're going to check them out. But we're starting in this old church. We just saw the astronomical clock, which is like a classic thing in Prague, in the main square. Now we're in this incredible little church, having a look around, and now it's time to go and explore. I think it's definitely worth coming and checking out this little church. It's got amazing architecture inside, and it's free. Hear me out on the next one. We're heading into a library for a little photo opportunity. Okay, scrap that, you have to book tickets in advance, but basically there's this really cool photo opportunity here, and also there's this tower that has this view like this. But we're walking along this nice little road now where there's loads of little food stores and things, and we're about to hit the King Charles Bridge, which is obviously the big main bridge of Prague, which looks incredible. So let's have a look. We've made it off of the King Charles Bridge behind me, and we're now going down the smallest street in Prague. We've made it into the tiniest street. There's actually normally a traffic light to let people up and down here, but it seems to be broken. And at the bottom there's a little cafe with a really good view, and we're going to grab a Coca-Cola. We've made it to the John Lennon wall, which is basically a wall of graffiti dedicated to John Lennon, because apparently he used to come here and to the pub around the corner. Nice. It is quite a cool backdrop to get an Instagram picture, but is it worth the visit?
Maybe not.
There is hundreds of groups of these walking tours that we keep walking alongside, but we've decided to make our own little route that I will leave in the description that we're following. We're now heading to Prague Castle. Now the walk up to Prague Castle is amazing down all these little streets, but you can see behind me how steep it is. There are so many steps, and we're about halfway up. Oh, it's a killer, but should be worth it for the views up the top. Walking around the castle, and there is so much space around here. Like, all the areas are huge around us, and the main thing we're looking at now is this massive cathedral behind us. The architecture is amazing. So we've been walking around Prague Castle for about an hour now with these stunning views of the whole city behind us. We've been able to see inside most of it, and we didn't even buy a ticket. And to be honest, for an hour of walking around and getting these incredible views, we didn't really need to buy a ticket. But if you wanted to go inside the exhibitions and stuff, then you definitely can. But we saw some really nice stuff, and the views of the whole city are incredible. Look at this. What did you think?
It's so pretty.
Yes. So we just did some shopping down this main street here, and now we're actually going to head back to the hotel, drop our stuff and get ready for a bar crawl that we've just booked. We booked on Get Your Guide because it's super easy to book on there, and I'll leave a link in the description to the one we're doing, and I'll let you know how it is now and if it's worth booking. But it's 120 dirham and you get drinks all the way along. And now we're jumping on these Lime bikes to get back to the hotel. So for dinner we've come to Local, which apparently serves local food, because our friend Sam has recommended it. So let's see how it is. Okay, we've now been to 2 restaurants and both of them are fully booked. It's a Friday night, so we're struggling. Here's a tip for Prague: pre-book your dinners if you're going out on a Friday night for food. We're halfway through the bar crawl. It's very good. It's very nice. We've been to 3 bars. There's a van. Oh my God, it's the police. We've been through 3 bars. Now we're going to the final.
2016, they made a rule with, as per the police, that you can't make noise on the streets. So the bar crawl, like, don't make noise on the streets. Don't this, don't that. So be super quiet when you walk in.
I'll translate. You shouldn't shout in the street since the new law. We're heading to the final bar. So it is now 10 a.m. the next day, and we had an amazing time on the bar crawl. We went to 4 different bars and ended in Club Epic, which was a pretty nice club. The music wasn't really for us, so we ended up leaving about 2 a.m. But we got 2 hours of unlimited bar at the start, and then we also got a free shot on entry everywhere, and the drinks in Prague are very, very cheap / reasonable. So overall, a really great night out. And now we are jumping in a Bolt, which I think is this one, to go and get some breakfast at Monk. So everywhere we went to eat was totally fully booked because it's a Saturday morning, but there is currently this little Easter market up and down all the main squares, so we've been checking that out and grabbed some food. It's really nice. Visitors today, 6,000. Oh my God.
Right. What? We got capybaras.
No, you're right. So we have made it to Prague Zoo, which looks pretty incredible from the map we've just seen, and we've already seen
Red pandas. So cute.
There's also like a ski lift type thing that goes over the animals apparently, which sounds dodgy. So we're going to go and do that first. We've only got about 2 hours here before we need to leave for our flight. let's get it done. There is like public transport here, but we just jumped in a Bolt once again because it's so cheap to get here from the main square. It was like 150 Czech money. So most of the places here have enclosures where you actually walk through and be with the animals. So they've got like this 2-door system so they can't escape, I guess. Very upsetting. The colourful chairlift behind me is closed because it's winter. I can't understand when it opens again, but sometime in the future. Whoa! They're huge! Look at all those flamingos.
Look at all those chickens. Look at him sitting.
We're gonna find some rabbits. Oh my god, you climb a ladder.
Brad, he's right here. Oh, how cute.
Really? Is it stopped?
Yeah.
Oh, it's still there. Torrential rain has come from nowhere. So we walked all the way up the hill and now all the way back down. There's some animals and stuff up the top, but because the lift is broken, it's another mini hike. Now we're going to try and find capybaras. Capybara. We've been making some friends. So we have finished our trip here to Prague Zoo. We've probably spent about 2.5 hours here, and we've probably only seen about half of the zoo itself. So you could definitely spend a full day here if you had more time, but we are on a time crunch as our flight is in about 3 or 4 hours and we have to go and grab our cases now and head to the airport. And just like that, we've made it to Prague Airport, where we are now heading to Switzerland, where we're going to be skiing in the Alps. So stay tuned for that video where we're checking out a music festival in the Alps, which is pretty crazy. And then we're spending 48 hours in Geneva. So if you want to check out 48 hours... Hi! You can be in the video, yeah. Where are you guys from? Spain?
From Spain.
Nice.
Cáceres, Extremadura, so nice. Come visit.
Anyway, so it looks like we're going to Spain at some point. But anyway, yeah, join us in Geneva for 48 hours in Geneva in the next video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll see you guys somewhere in the world next time. Boom.